Welcome back, my dear ethical hackers. In the previous video, we explored how well Google understands you. You saw that if you can access somebody's Google account, you can find out so much information about that particular person. But now, let us consider how well you understand Google. Do you know that Google can be used as a very potential tool to find anything and everything? Most of the people are not aware of the full potential of Google. In fact, Google has got some advanced search operators that can help you in finding very specific and sometimes confidential information that is not easy to find. Google can be used as a hacking tool if used wrongly. So Johnny Long, in the year 2002, he started searching for vulnerable systems and sensitive data using Google. That time Google was new, and he found that we can use some advanced search operators in Google. These advanced search operators are what we call as Google Docs, and we can use these to find sensitive data. What kind of information can we find? We can find people's usernames. That is dangerous. Even more dangerous, we can find people's passwords, their email lists, their financial information, and so much more. And you know what? This can expose people's public information, which is not supposed to go public. So there are positive users, people like you and me, that is ethical hackers, can use this to find vulnerable websites, and then we can inform them, hey guys, these are your vulnerabilities. Negative users, obviously, Google Docs can be misused by a lot of people for committing cyber stalking, for committing cyber terrorism, for illegally accessing people's content, for identity theft, and so much more. Remember that it is unethical and illegal to use Google Docs for malicious purposes. I request you to use Google Docs in a very responsible and an ethical way. Having said that, in today's video, we are going to see how we can start using Google Docs. Well, let's see how we can use Google Docs. Here's an instance. We'll go to Google, and in Google, I'll just go ahead and search for Spider-Man. Isn't that how we normally search on Google? And we think that this is all Google is capable of doing. So you just go to Google, you look in the search box, you type what you want, and that's how we have been using Google. But Google has got a lot of tools. Let's look at some of those tools. Okay. The first tool is called the site colon. You just say site colon, and you can search for youtube.com Spider-Man. What you are telling Google is you are forcing Google to search only on this particular domain and nowhere else. Now, if I were to press enter, you would see that Google has filtered the searches so that it is only searching for Spider-Man on youtube.com and nowhere else. While this is a powerful tool, you might be thinking, what is the big deal here? Because you could have gone to youtube.com and you could have searched for Spider-Man and you could have got the same results. Yes, but this is leveraging the power of YouTube in a way that is superb. Okay, let us see now what we can twist or how we can twist this. If I say minus site colon youtube.com and press enter, now it will show me Spider-Man on all websites except for the website that I have put here. That is because of the minus sign. It will show me all websites except for youtube.com. That's how we can use the filter in reverse. Now, what if I also want to filter out other websites? Yes, you can very well go ahead and do that. So you can just say minus site colon. Let's say, for example, I also want to eliminate imdb.com and press enter. So now we have minus YouTube, minus IMDb, all other websites except these two. All right. I also want to eliminate minus site colon netflix.com Alright, so these are the 3 sites that will be eliminated in my search results and show me all the results except for these 3. What else can we do? Yeah, we can use it in lovely ways. You can just go to site:/example.com password. Whatever is the website's name, you can substitute that. And in case there are passwords on that website, you could get that. I'm not really pressing enter for obvious reasons. Now, you can also try in URL : and this in URL command is fantastic. It allows you to see what is possible. For example, I'll just try login.php, and you will see that this command is allowing me to access vulnerable websites or any website that allows you to log in. As a hacker, you want to be able to log into websites, and this is showing you the login page of the website. This is a website that we are going to use in future for our hacking purposes. Right now, we'll just go back, and you can see that this is how we can take a look at all the pages that are loggable. That means these are the pages where you can log in. So in URL, login.php shows you all the websites that have login.php in that URL section. Okay, in URL : main.php, welcome to, press enter. Now it's showing you all the pages which have got welcome to PHP MyAdmin in their URL over here. Okay, you can even check websites that have got in URL.in. That means this will show you all the domains that have got .in their domains. You could even search for in URL : gov.in, and it'll show you all the governmental websites. Okay, remember, we are not going to hack these websites. We are just taking a look around. Okay, and similarly, you can check the other countries: government.us, government.uk, government.pk, that's for Pakistan, and so on and so forth. You can check for almost any country there, and you can even search for in URL : index.php $ID equals. Now this particular command will help you in checking websites that are hackable. So in the future, when we are doing SQL commands, we'll be revisiting these docs. So what these Google Docs are doing is they are helping you and me in finding vulnerable websites. As a penetration tester, you can use it for good purposes, or a hacker can misuse this for evil purposes. A hacker can just go to in URL : control/user image.html, close the quotes, press enter. Okay, I'm not a robot. And you can just take a look at any such image. This is usually accessing somebody's camera. Remember, this is not an ethical thing to do. We are doing this purely for educational purposes, just to give you an idea that if somebody has left their camera on and if they have not bothered to put in a username and password, anybody can use Google to access their cameras, their web cameras live, just like that. In fact, you can access millions and millions of cameras just using this one particular command. Okay, this particular site probably did not open. We can try the other ones. And that's it. You can see that this is accessing somebody's camera. Let's go back and try something else. We are accessing somebody's camera. I think this is some kind of a dockyard. We do not really want to hack anybody or get into somebody's private things. This is just for purely for demo purposes. So you saw we used site colon. You saw we used in URL. Now you can also try in title colon. You can just say in title colon admin login, and this will allow the hacker to access websites that have got admin login details. Now this is obviously an important thing for a hacker. Or you could just remove the space in between admin login single word, and you would see a lot of websites that are there. So now you have started getting some idea about how these kind of Google Docs can be used or can be misused. If you could say in title colon confidential information, you know what I'm talking about now, right? And you can even search for in title colon Google Docs cheat sheet. So that's going to give you tons and tons of Google Docs. You can just select any one of these, can download a PDF of these, and you can use them for future hacking purposes. And you will see that there are tons and tons of operators and tons of combinations that you can use. I will suggest that you go to the third one, the PDF, and download that PDF. So just to give you a glance to the in title command, the URL command, the site command, and so much more in detail, you can go on and on and on forever. Let's go back. And what else can we do? You know what? You could just search for the index of movies. People would search for index of movies. Just click on this and it shows you a list of movies. Remember, it is completely unethical and illegal to download movies this way. Again, we are doing it just for educational purposes. People can just type index of movies and they would just type the movie name followed by MKV, and they would be able to see a lot of movies that are out there. Again, this is purely for educational purposes. It is illegal to download movies from these kinds of websites. You can search for index of MP3 songs, and you would just go around downloading a particular song. So index of MP3, and let's say if you want to select, you have a specific song, just go there, type the name of that song, go over here and just click on the download button, and you know what, you'll be able to download that entire song. Some people would want to try downloading software in the same way. Again, it's completely illegal to download software like this. We have to buy the software, but there are certain freeware that you can get all under one roof using this particular command. And you will see that there are some outdated softwares that you cannot find anywhere any longer, but all those are very much accessible through these Google Docs commands. You can search for index of ISO, index of APKs. Okay, tons and tons of APKs. You just have to click on this and it shows you a list of all the APKs that are there. Again, purely for educational purposes. Okay, you can even search for anything that you wish and desire in the index of section. What else can we do? Okay, you can see that these commands are really complex commands, and you can even combine a couple of those and you could get started. Okay, that's it. We will not go into details because we do not want to use these techniques for malicious purposes. So a hacker can use this for malicious purposes. An ethical hacker can use these techniques to identify vulnerabilities in websites, and they might be using it to ensure that somebody does not get hacked. So it can be used to exploit sensitive information, to engage in cyber stalking, identity theft, industrial espionage, or even cyber terrorism. Remember, Google Docs can expose information that was not intended to be public. And therefore, it is very important for you and me to use these tools responsibly so that we do not use them for any malicious purposes, because it is illegal to do that. So always exercise caution when you're using Google Docs for any purposes. That's all for this video. See you in the next video.